Hey there, Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising. Welcome to your reading for the solstice. So we're going to take a look at kind of the energy over the next 6 months and how you can bring more abundance in. You got a little rainbow showing up there, which is nice. That means that after the storm, there always comes a rainbow. It says, behold, a new day with rainbows, sunshines, and blue skies, new players, rebounds, and recoveries. You know, somebody else had this. I can't remember who, though. Always a good time to check out your sun, moon, and rising, though. New players, rebounds, and recoveries, abundance, health, and harmony, just like you've been picturing them, right? Right. Actually, I think it was your opposing sign of Aries that had this. So it says, please tell me that you have been picturing them. Okay? And so this is about visualizing through the heart space, really feeling into what it is that you're trying to bring in. What means abundance to you? It could be health. It could be money. It could be harmony in your life. All of those Libra things coming up there, right? That harmony showing up. So we're going to do a 9-card spread. I am on Facebook. I do astrology over there every day, but right now we're also traveling with Venus, your ruling planet, as she moves through Leo. She's going to spend 4 months there. She exits there on right around the 1010 gateway. So we're gonna there's already a video up for when she entered, and then I do post every day for it, and there will be a couple more videos along the way. I can see that something reached some sort of a conclusion, and you're having a little trouble letting go of the disappointment, it feels like. I want to get some more cards before I say too much more about this. So I do have some space left for my personal readings that I'm doing. This summer I opened up the books a little bit, and so there is something for the end of the middle of July. There's a few, and then the end of August I have some spots. So if you're interested in that, then send me an email. The link for that's in the description box below. Mercury in Libra, overall energy is the influence. It's Adam and Eve and the snake. There's a wisdom. Sometimes we learn something and it makes it more difficult, more complicated. But to not know is even worse, really. And you may have felt like a bit of a fool, I'm hearing. That you felt a bit of a fool, but not knowing something doesn't make you a fool. Okay? That is not it. And you could say, but I saw the warning signs. Whether this is romance and or personal, business or personal, it feels very much around romance. But sometimes we feel like I should have known better, blah blah blah. And that may or may not be true, okay? But there's nothing about that. What you look at is, okay, well, where am I now? What have I learned? And you've got the South Node moving through your sign very soon. Over the course of the 6 months, definitely moving through your sign, there is going to be a need to release and let things go that don't serve you. Whether it's in the friendship arena, certain family members that just you don't have to deal with them. Like if they don't know how to behave and treat you like a decent person would, then you don't have to hang out with them. And, you know, it's not necessarily, you know how they talk about quiet quitting, right? Where they're like, oh, these people are quiet quitting. They're not quitting. They're leaving on time. That's not quiet quitting. But you don't have to announce it. You can just distance yourself if that helps you. There's influence. It feels like there's an influence that's trying to control by the information that they give you, or they're trying to get information from you. There's this, because we have this winner take all, this 5 of Swords. And so swords are thoughts and words. And so there feels like there's some, especially when you have Mercury in an air sign here, I feel like somebody, like a snake, right? He's sitting like a snake over here. I feel like somebody's trying to wield power that is not theirs to wield. And so this is a really good time to take back your power over the next 6 months. Like really, Pluto is in Capricorn right now. So it's squaring your sign and you're going to feel that pressure. But then early in January of next year, so shortly after the next solstice, he will be moving into Aquarius. He's going to dip back one more time, but he's mostly going to be in Aquarius, which is a nice flow of energy for you. That is supportive. And so I feel like you kind of feel like you might be feeling like you're a little on your own in this. And I want you to know that you're totally capable. You have all the power that you need inside of you, but there is a need for you to do some discerning. So here we have this Page of Swords, who's looking to the future, who's trying to see what's coming, who's trying to pay attention, and it comes with this card of the rebellion, Mars in Aquarius. This is the standing up to authority. You're not the boss of me. And so it's almost like you can see this coming. You've seen this before. You've seen this behavior, whether this is your boss at work, family, friends, significant others, whatever. You've seen this and you're like, I'm done with this. That's what the South Node's going to help you do. I'm done with this. I don't need this. The South Node in your sign, while Pluto will be trining your sign, super helpful. Super helpful. And so even though over the next 6 months Pluto's not there, that help is coming. So if you're feeling like you're not really quite strong enough yet, make small steps and strides toward the direction you want to go. We teach people how to treat us. When we respect ourselves, when we stand up for ourselves, when we honor ourselves, when we treat our body right, when we get enough rest and we pay attention to our debts and we pay our bills and we manage our life to the best of our ability, we treat ourselves and our space with respect. We then recognize when others don't, and we eliminate them either by stepping away or just giving them the old sharp, you're out of here. So here you've been thinking about completing the cycle. We have the moon in Virgo, so everything seems like it's really in order, and there's almost like a harvesting energy here around something. And so this actually doesn't look bad, but some of these cards are really tough. And so just because everything seems like it's all in order doesn't mean it necessarily is either, right? Looks can be deceiving. What's this challenge here? You've got the card of achievement. So this is the sun in Capricorn and the Page of Pentacles. And the challenge is feeling financially secure. Like that's about money. Definitely about money. So up here in the area of resources, we have another page. So you have 3 pages? Is that correct? 1, 2. Who's missing? Page of Cups. Okay, you have everybody else here. So that's a lot of news and information. That's a lot of beginning energy. That's a lot of messages, right? And this one, though, she's standing here. This little page is standing here and looking off in the distance, wondering when the romance is going to come in. This is really about you learning to give to yourself what it is you need over the next 6 months. Not a forever thing. But right here in the energy to anchor into, you've got the card of loss, and it comes with this apathy of the 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, and a really sexy looking, passionate Devil card. And it's like almost as though either you're recovering from a relationship that you should have let go, You're in the process of, over the course of the next 18 months, releasing a relationship that you need to let go of. This is a lot of Capricorn energy here. But so it may be a Capricorn, but it's more about the understanding. It's more about the understanding that love's not supposed to hurt. And this apathy is almost as though if it's not super exciting and it doesn't really light you up, then you think it's not for you. But those really exciting ones tend to be like a match, and it burns out quickly, right? It doesn't have the sustainability. And so there is definitely such a relationship reading going on here, but also very much about South Node. So relationship, again, it could be business, personal, and personal could be family, friends, or significant other. But look, what are you supposed to do? You are supposed to take care of you. We have the card of appreciation, the moon in Leo, and this Knight of Wands. This is moving toward the things that you appreciate. This is about you appreciating yourself. And this is about you standing up for, not really standing up, but what's the word I want here? Taking action steps toward what it is that makes you feel good about you, whatever that is. So there's a need for you to really, also, I'm talking to Libra. I'm sure you tell others when you appreciate them. But there's a need to be receiving that in balance, right? There has to be this nice balance. How do you transform the situation? We have this Nine of Pentacles. This is about taking care of yourself and making sure the conditions are right for you to have everything that you need before you go inviting somebody else in. And then we have the Sun in Scorpio, this endurance card. So it's almost like wrestling your inner demons. The self-doubt, the fear, am I always going to be alone? No, you are super abundant. And when you sit in the energy of abundance, then you draw and attract like energy in. If you're sitting in the energy of lack, then you draw in opportunities to show you how much that you're in the energy of lack. You have the rainbow. I feel like you guys have probably already been going through the loss. I don't think that it's one. This is not out of the blue, and this is not unexpected. If you haven't broken up yet with this family, friend, significant other situation, you already know it's coming. You're aware of it. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. Like that, if you don't already know what the situation is, don't worry about it. Okay? Don't bring it in for no reason. This would be something that's been ongoing because you have the rainbow after the storm, which means you're already in the storm. You would already know. It's already raining, right? It's already raining. Oh my God, I just heard that song, Raining Men. Okay. It's already raining. Why not make it rain men? All right. So it is a healing energy that needs to take place here, because you're here in the heart space. We've got this Three of Swords with this Venus and Gemini energy here, and so here they're not looking at each other, and here it's face to face. And so it might be necessary to have a little heart-to-heart with yourself, right? It could be with yourself or with somebody. Conversation could maybe heal a situation. Lack of conversation, I find, never heals a situation. Never. But here, see, in the recent past, we've got the Death card and the status. And so I feel like this is like, it feels like a Facebook status. It's like this is in the past. You may be spying on somebody. They may be spying on you using social media. This is such a Peyton Place kind of reading here. I feel like there's a lot of energy going on here. And I think the most important thing is to understand what action to take and how to really manifest what you want. And that is this. That is the doing what's good for you, creating the right conditions for you to be successful, having the strength and the endurance to keep moving in that direction. This is willpower, right? The sun in Scorpio is willpower. If you are a Libra rising, that is in your second house of what you value. You value strength. You value willpower. You value that. Why not give that to yourself? Why not prove to yourself that you are as strong as the rest of them? Because you are. And here we have this Knight of Wands. The action to take is to move forward. To move forward and to appreciate. This is the cornucopia. So count your blessings, using music to heal, but also singing that happy song. And it comes with a barn swallow. Now, for those of you who have experienced the loss of a loved one who has crossed over to the other side, that barn swallow right there is there to tell you that is a message of love from the other side. And so you are still loved and you are still being protected and guided from the other side, even if they're not right here. And so for someone, that was important for someone to hear. At least one someone. I'm getting multiple here. I want to encourage you to not wait for romance to happen. If you are in a partnership and it's feeling a little dicey and you want to bring the romance in, fine. I encourage everyone, if you are in a committed relationship, to be very sure that you've tried everything before you walk away. I totally believe that you should do that. But if you are already single and you're not moving on with your life because you're just wondering when that perfect person is going to come in, you are the perfect person. You're the one that needs to come in. You need to do it for you. That's a really hard thing. But when we stop needing to be rescued, and when we stop needing to be the hero, and we just become our own hero, we meet people who are also their own hero, and now we're all on the same level. And we have enough to give to ourselves that we have stuff to give to one another. And that is a healthy and balanced relationship. The card of healing. I am not surprised. This is an energy here of needing to heal. Slow and steady. Removing yourself from the negative influences. If you need a day down, take a down day. If you need to go out and go for a walk and lift your spirits, go out and go for a walk. I feel like really listening to your higher self as to what it is that you need. You know what's really interesting? You really don't have that many major arcana. Some of these readings have had a ton. You have these two here in the past, the Death card and the World. So the completion of a cycle. It's already happened. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this is not your reading. And so go check out Sun, Moon, and Rising, or this just isn't for you this week. The only other major arcana here is you have the Devil card. And this is about allowing yourself to stay stuck in this feeling of unworthiness. Don't do that either. I make it sound so easy. Oh, just don't do that. It's not easy. It is a daily practice of looking for the things in your life about you that you really like. And sometimes it helps to make a list. Sometimes it helps to catch yourself doing something right, to catch yourself having those good moments and say, ooh, that was good. And literally talk to yourself and be there for yourself and be your own superhero. So, phenomenal healing energies flows through every cell in my body. There is in the description box below, there is a violet flame meditation music. You can just lay there and play that music And imagine that all of the hurts and the pains and the things you don't like about yourself or other people, whatever, that they are being tossed into this violet flame that surrounds you, and they're gone. They turn into into sparkly white light in a flash, until you begin to feel that white light more and more. And sometimes it takes a long time to go through that. And when the South Node's going through your sign, that is a journey. It doesn't happen overnight. You have it. You have all the healing inside of you to heal yourself from whatever, to release and let go of. But something is already. Probably those eclipses that we had. You had, right? Do we have one in Libra? I know we had one in Aries. And so you're already feeling the approach of that South Node. And I feel like some of it's already gone, and now there's some healing that needs to happen. The healing comes in with your sense of self-worth, self-esteem, self-confidence. Air feeds fire. You're an air sign. Venus is over there in a fire sign. I really do encourage you to come over and see if it doesn't give you a little something to help you along the way on your path. I have total confidence in you. But it is definitely going to be about using music to lift your spirits, doing physical activity and moving just to move the energy, and acknowledging what is good in your life, counting your blessings. It really does matter. It really does help. Honestly, I speak from experience when I say these things. All right, you guys take really good care of yourselves. I'm just sending y'all a big hug. And if you want to get a personal reading, I have a couple spots left, so send me an email. All right?